This makeover, though, isn't like the others. Although it doesn't quite make the leap to a new generation due to its same chassis and crash structure, it is a considerable improvement over last year's model. Redesigned for 2024, the Cayenne now features bigger air intakes, updated headlamps, broader fenders, and a subtly recessed hood bulge. Redesigned taillights and a bigger tailgate give the rear end a facelift as well. Along with the PCM 6.0 infotainment system and its 12.3-inch touchscreen, a new 12.6-inch curved digital instrument panel is introduced on the interior. Embedded inside the dash is a little toggle that serves as a gear selector, a feature shared by other Porsche models. This makes room on the center console for an additional storage unit and an updated temperature control panel. A front seat passenger may enjoy the same 10.9-inch touchscreen as the Taycan in the Cayenne. To test how the upgrades influence this most sporty utility vehicle, we got behind the wheel of a Cayenne Turbo GT and took it for a spin on some of our favorite Southern California routes. As the hottest Cayenne, the Turbo GT rightfully merits the title. Its six-figure price tag would be a perfect reflection of its Scoville grade. We were able to reach 60 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds, which is identical to the ridiculous time we achieved in a 22 model, and we completed the quarter mile in 11.2 seconds while traveling at 121 miles per hour. To the tune of 79 dB, when you floor the accelerator, you'll hear one of the most magnificent V8 engine rumbles this side of a Jaguar F-Type. While we did experience some noticeable variations while driving the Cayenne S on the identical routes, they were far from spectacular. An additional 34 horsepower are yours for the taking with this intermediate model's reintroduction of the V8 engine, which had previously been replaced by the V6. The S, in contrast to the Turbo GT's dramatic growl, has a rather subdued sound that passes for the six-cylinder engine. Also, unlike the Turbo GT, the Cayenne S's adaptive suspension is more traditional and lacks the Turbo GT's range of comfort and performance. On bumpy roads, it's more clumsy and unsteady than on smooth, winding roads. Whether you're after handling performance or not, the air suspension is a $2,390 option that we strongly suggest for the Cayenne S and basic model. Despite this upgrade, the Cayenne S is still half the price of the Turbo GT. Naturally, Cayenne is more than just a performance formula. The inside more than lives up to expectations, and it is still a premium SUV. The center console might use a little less piano black, but other than that, the cabin is awash in fine materials and has a solid weight to it. Along with the previously noted road noise, there are no squeaks, creaks, or excessive wind noise inside. You can fit a wireless charging pad beneath the dash, which is conveniently located next to the gear selector, and it works wonderfully with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. In addition, there are cup holders and a wider storage compartment. Thankfully, the new climate control panel retains some tactile toggle buttons for changes that are devoid of distractions. You have to take your eyes from the road to utilize the secondary controls, which are capacitive touch buttons.